Today on Uncommon the Good MTG, it's another day in Bloomburrow, which means another tribal deck. What is it today? Rabbits. It's rabbit season, my friends. What season? Duck season? No. Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Okay, there's a frog in here too. All right, so not entirely rabbits, but rabbit enough. All right, if this sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. Find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host and the new starting point guard for your Milwaukee Bucks, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Suckett. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Untapped GG off of the, what is it called? The tier list. Yeah, because I said, all right, I think there's been enough time. Let's see what is the top decks in the current mana. Reason why is because you got to play them early, otherwise they just become cliche. People are playing them all the time. And so I went out there and said, what's out there? What is actually Bloomburrow? What is new? Let's get to it. Because I'm sure whatever I'm playing today is going to make it into the top 5 list that I get to at the middle of the month, which is another, 12 days away, something like that. So here it is. This is what's going to be on the top 5 list. I'm fairly certain. It's Rabbit's Tribal. And what I like about it is the fact that it's another animal tribal deck. I love tribal decks. So far we've been through, bats, and we've been through lizards. Today it is rabbits. Rabbits, my friend. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? We've got this guy is a 1/2 for 1, and then if you have any tokens, he gets +2, making him into a 3/2 whenever he attacks. So 3/2. This guy, he's got Trample. He's a 2/1. He's got Offspring, which means if you pay him for 3, you'll get him in a bebe. And whenever a creature you control becomes a target of spell or ability, and opponent controls, you put a Popo counter on a target creature you control other than the targeted creature. And so if you got him and his bebe out, that's 2 Popo counters you're passing around. This guy gets 1 Popo bigger every time you put out another frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel. So he likes to get juicy. He is not a rabbit, but he works well with rabbits. Let's put it that way. You'll probably see him in lots of stuff because frog, rabbit, raccoon, squirrel, that means that this guy can be in a lot of different tribal decks, right? Let's see. This guy, other rabbits, bats, birds, and mice get +1/+1, so he's a nice lord. Plus, whenever those things come into play, you get to scry. So that's a lot of value for a lord, a lot more than normal. So you put these guys out. Look at that, 2/3. He's got a big butt. He's great. All right, Burrowguard Mentor. He's power and toughness equals the number of creatures you control. And he's got trample. What else could you ask for? He just gets bigger the more creatures put out. And we are a wide deck. Putting out lots of creatures. He's just going to get bigger and bigger. This guy reminds me of Kung Fu Panda for some reason. Probably his mentor, Dustin Hoffman. All right, Finneas, the Ace Archer, Vigilance, Reach, and a 2/2. Whenever he attacks, you put a Popo counter on each other creature you control. That's a token or a rabbit, which is pretty much everything we got. You know, we got a few bats, we got a few frogs, but it's mostly rabbits and tokens. If the creatures you control have a total power of 10 or greater, draw a card. So great. This guy's got value, baby. Hop to it puts out 3 token rabbits. Sanguine Evangelist puts out a bat. So mostly she's there to, Battle Cry. That'll be fantastic. Was it all of your attacking creatures get +1/+0? He's great with a wide deck. And this is a wide deck. Warren Warleader, attacking creatures get +1/+1 till the end of turn. So basically, you attack with this guy and a bunch of other stuff. Everything gets an additional +1/+1. That's usually the kind of stuff that finishes off games. Otherwise, you could put out a tapped attacking 1/1 white rabbit. And you got offsprings, meaning you can put out, was it 2 on top of that? So for what is that, 6? You get 2 of these. You get a little baby who also does the same things. That's a lot of value, a lot of great stuff. If you have them both attacking, then you get +2 on everything. Oh man, the ability to put out offsprings is fantastic. I need to remember to do that more. Knight-Errant has got Convoke. When you play with wide decks, you get this guy out for a lot cheaper and a lot earlier. Plus, you can go looking for cheap guys that you can play almost immediately, and we got a truckload of cheap guys. And Season of the Burrow gives you that Swiss Army knife of things to do. Create a 1/1 rabbit or exile target non-land permanent, or return target permanent card, value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it. And you can do whatever totals up to 5 paws. So you could put out 5 rabbits with this if you really wanted to. That would be insane Osaurus Rex with the right guys in play. What do we got over here? We've got Oakhollow Village, which for creatures, and we got pretty much nothing but creatures. This will be a fast pull of green. Plus you could put Popo counters on pretty much anything you put into the battlefield this turn. This guy over here, you can sacrifice it to reveal creature from amongst those and put it into your hand. And a little bit. This is fast for the first 3 turns, essentially. This is when you can pick rabbit for. It's all great. All right, that's it. That's what we got going on. So what are we going to do? We're just going to be flooding the board. Getting things bigger, making them super strong, and attacking. Hopefully we can do it fast enough and brutal enough that they don't have a chance to stand up to us. All right, so that's it. But before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sholdred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against Mostdak. Mostdak? Something like that. Keep. All right, let's white it up. Follow our curve. I need to get myself a token of some sort. Those guys are tokens. Welcome to the board, Knigget. All right, what are we doing? I mean, this is a brand new deck for me. I'm barely familiar with these cards. This guy's got to do something with Izzet that's going to be kooky and fresh. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have a pet. He doesn't have any sleeves. It's like he just fell off a turnip truck and started playing their ladder. What's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Let's just keep going. All right, so you could double block on that guy and kill my poor guy. All right, 4 down. trying to pick him off. What do you think you're doing there, Monkey Goblin? Cubert, you look like you're going the wrong way. Here's some Energon cubes for you. Alright, that's it for you. You're just gonna start chumping me. I see the other guy's got trample. Alright, unless you can wipe the board. Nope, you're just picking them off one at a time. That is a bad situation for you, just to have singletons like that. Alright, if you want to put a guy out, you can. I think. Only costs you 2. Vicious. Vicious. Alright, this is going all in. Alright, let's just see. No math! And we win! In your face, Davy Jones! Victory! Alright, we're playing against Gaspardan. 3 mana, alright. Keep. Let's just get rid of the expensive guy. Why didn't I have the ability to go offspring? I should start thinking more offspringy. Why not, right? I have other things to do at the low end. I didn't need to waste this guy on that. I could have gone 1, 2, and then 3 for that. Alright, hopefully, there we go. We got what we needed there. Alright, so now if he goes after the recruit, I guess it's somebody other than recruit, we can start passing tokens around. He's trying to make me discard like crazy. There we go, there's a super pump. Jome! There we go, up to 11. We're passing out 6 per turn. This will help out. Liliana's not great. He's just going full-on black discard on us here. Put opponent for front. You control to enter the battlefield this turn. Whatever. Waste your dude. I'm dangerously running out of guys right now. That's a big problem. I gotta go get one guy. Nothing. All I really need is just to get one guy. I could put him out, which would then pump up the Mentor, and then we'll slam in for 8. Someone tells me this guy has got the ability to mess some things up right now. He's got a lot of good mana. He's just wiping the board. All right, Rabbit Deck, I need you to provide. All right, that bat, I mean, he's got life gain. All right, that's fine. It's not going to be blocking on it. I think I could have actually got this guy out with a pump on him. I still do it. There we go. Yeah, the problem with discard is after a while, there's nothing to discard. And then all your discard guys are just worthless little guys. They aren't discarding anything. All right, there's super jump. You can jump in front of him, you better. Otherwise, you'll be dead. All right, there you go. I was going to say, you better have an answer, because otherwise you're dead next turn. Victory! All right, we're playing against Chaso. Two mana. All right. Do 3, 5. I can get this guy out if I got enough guys, and there's 3 of them right there. Are we going to end up playing the same deck? I don't know. Nope. Alright, let's take it in. You can block with both. I can only kill one. Ooh, he's pumping up the other 2. That's the other 3. That's great. Ooh, that is disappointing. No blocks. Trample's not going to do me any good. All right, let's throw him out. All right, there we go. All right, we got a nice collection. He's really focusing a lot on that Mightcaller. Were you trying to do some sort of seductive dance? All right, so I can get rid of 2 things. Let's do this. Welcome back, my friends. All right. Who are we sending in? All right, he's down to 9. He just let that through. We'll get our Mightcaller up a little bit in this next turn. All right, if I attack with that guy, it'll pump everybody up. He's out of mana. Why are you not pumping, my friend? Oh, because he's none of the above, that's why. Pump! He's trying to chump. He really wants that throne to stay alive. I'm surprised. All right, we definitely got him this next turn. Unless he can wipe the board. Nope. He cannot. Victory! We are playing against Michel. Michel. Mitchell? I think it might be Mitchell. It's hard to say. 2. All right, we can play everything but the Warleader. The question is, who should I put out? The 2 or the 1? That's fine. We'll pop this guy. Let's put out the 2. We don't have any tokens, so the Seasoned Warrenguard is not doing anything good for us at the moment. This guy looks like he might board wipe, but we just gotta. This is a deck that likes to go wide. We gotta play to our strengths. They all kind of suck for you, dude. All right, take it in, and 1, 2. Yep, you put your guy out. Congratulations. So he's just sitting there holding back on Alas for some reason, huh? All right, he's down to 9. And this has got Trample. He kills this one. It got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think he's got it in him. All right, that's a lot more of the ability to stay alive for an extra turn. Pop it. No. And we're done. Boom, boom. Goes the room. Victory. Alright, we're playing against GiornoGiovanna. Giorno. Keep... And we got a rabbit. Next time we can hop to it. This is not going to help him out at all. You can attack on the next turn. Still, they're just gonna, let's see. That's fine, let's just, let's wait. I can attack with everybody, they all get pumps. That 5's not being good for us, huh? Alright, 1. Let's just rage it out. Alright, there we go. Little kill there. We got a bunch of 3s coming in. You got to be scared for your other guys. That's what I got to say. You just really want him gone, huh? He's down to 2. We got 6 guys over here. All I gotta do is slip 2 past them. Let's throw a guy out. And all in. And that's the game. Touchdown! Lava Bears! Victory! With an 81% win rate, we've got Rabbits Tribal. Yeah, after the last meta, where Selesnya was dominated by enchantments due to Kamigawa, I really got a bad taste for Selesnya. I really hated it. I just, you had to play with whatever the transient Kami or Kami of transients and the priest, the enchantment priest that had lifelink and everything. Man, it was just so stupid. But I don't know. Maybe this deck might become the new stupid deck that we hate playing against for another 3 years. Quite possibly. We'll see. So far, I really liked it. What did I like about it? Was the fact that the rabbits helped put Popo counters on each other. They were Popo counters, right? So that means that they stuck around and you guys got bigger and bigger and bigger. it was kind of almost like a Moneyball deck because everything we're playing was so cheap. I mean, just take a look. The 1s and the 2s were just powered up on our list right here, while 3, 4s, and 5s were on the low side. And even then, we had Convoke to help get the Knight-Errant out early. Now, I'm calling this Rabbit Tribal just because there were so many rabbits in here. But we did have a frog. We had a vampire. We had a Knigget. But still, it was mostly, the vast majority of it was rabbits. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. All right, so let's get to it. Who was the MVP? You know, this guy, Finneas, looks like he should have been the MVP. When he attacked, he put a Popo counter. I don't know. I just wasn't that excited by him. This guy, I actually, when I was reading him, I said, oh, Jesus, because look at that. Attacking creatures get Popo until the end of turn. Is this guy actually better? Yeah, he puts out the counters. He doesn't. Yeah, maybe he is better then. Who was I really digging big time, though? I mean, the frog was getting bigger and bigger and bigger every time I put stuff out. This guy was kind of a wuss. This guy was cool. This guy, he's a normal Keldon Warlord kind of guy that gets bigger. Equal to the number of creatures you control. And he's got Trample, which is really, really great. But he's also easy to kill, but he's easy to put out. Hop to it. I think I got the most value out of Hop to it. Being that it was those tokens and 3 guys, this was the thing that really made all the rest of your cards really go nuts. So the deal was to put out 3 dudes, so therefore the frog went up by 3 points. We put out 3 dudes, so therefore, I mean, this guy went up by 3 points. I'm going to say Hop to it was the card that made this deck shift gears all of a sudden out of nowhere. So I'm going to give it. This card was pretty good, but he's too expensive is the problem. It's one thing that actually did cost us 5 mana. I'm going to give it to Hop to it. I think this was the MVP of this particular deck. Congratulations, stupid token 1/1 creature creator. You're the one that made this deck so much better. All right, competitive. Like I said, I thought I was going to get a 100% win rate on this thing. I ended up getting taken down by a Boros deck playing mice, I think. The big problem is I played the lands wrong. I wasn't paying attention. I played a bunch of slow lands in the wrong order, and it was playing hasty enough that I could not hold up against it. I think I could have done better. I think I potentially, if I was more familiar with the deck, I think I might have been able to win. But it's hard to say. You know, that's going back. But anyways, I won every game except that one. So what did I play total? I played 6 games, won 5, lost 1. Yeah, so yeah, this deck is just a rager. I pulled it off of the top 5 in the meta right now. It's number, I don't know, 4 or 5 or something like that. 1, 2, 3. It's number 4 currently. So that's why I took it straight over to the ladder, is because this thing I believed had the juice to be a very competitive deck, and absolutely it was. Absolutely. It took me from silver to gold. This is a good ranking deck. Totally competitive. All right, let's see. Was this deck fun? Yes. Why? Because it was full aggro, and it was an early game deck, and we were fighting on turns 1 and 2. At least we're putting guys out. They didn't have haste, you know, but it's Selesnya. Selesnya's not really a hasty kind of thing to do. But these guys, you get them out, and then they just start growing. I love good growers that way. They're growers, not showers. But also playing Rabbit Tribal was a pretty excellent thing to do. Lots of synergy. So yeah, excellent. I thought it was a fun deck to play. Was this deck interesting? Absolutely. Why is that? It was a tribal deck. And being there was a tribal deck, that pretty much automatically makes it interesting. What else about it, though? It was a bunch of new cards. Playing it in a new way that we haven't seen before. I mean, sure, we've seen Selesnya put out guys. They get bigger as you put out other guys. But yeah, this is all rabbity. There's a bunch of small guys, but they get big. And so we're able to play like creatures entirely. This was like the only non-creature spell in here. The Season of the Burrow. And even then, it put out creatures if you wanted it to. And so no matter how fast they were killing our creatures, we were putting out creatures to make up for it. And that was pretty excellent. Plus, they were cheap. So it wasn't like we were stuck putting out, like on the curve, having put out the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. We're just putting out 1s and 2s constantly. And then the only thing we had to watch out for was board wipes. But, that never happened, and we didn't have to worry about it. All right, so yeah, this was an interesting deck. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was it fun? Absolutely. Was it interesting? Yes, sirree, Bob. So that makes it into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.